there's never been so much scientific reason for concern as today. The latest science, which you just summarized clearly, is that we've just had the first taste of a 1.5 degrees Celsius world. It has cost us so far 300 to 600 billion US dollars in invoices from all the extreme events. You counted up a few of them. They're starting to hurt people across the entire world. But what really worries us, in addition to that, are three key factors. Number one is that the remaining global carbon budget last week was updated, and it's now down to 200 billion tons of carbon dioxide for us to have a chance at all to hold the 1.5 degrees Celsius limit. 200 billion tons of carbon dioxide in a world that emits 40 billion tons each year gives us 5 more years. So we're truly in the decisive decade of humanity's future, which is why we need, for an orderly phase out of oil, coal, and gas, to cut global emissions by half over the next 5 years, which is a pace exceeding 7% decline, reductions of emissions each year. And we're still continuing to increase emissions by up to 1%. That's number one. Number two, which is even more concerning, is that we have in these reports that you were referring to, the WMO, the Copernicus report, and the latest carbon budget report, the first confirming conclusions that warming is accelerating. We've all deep concern, the climate crisis is actually based on the linear relationship between more greenhouse gases gives more heating. But now we're seeing a tendency over the past 10 years of how the rate of warming is accelerating, actually almost doubling compared to the warming rate from 1970 to 2008. And the third and final concern, I quite recently came back to Brazil and saw this firsthand, we are very close to tipping points.